All right. Hey everyone, Sean Taggy here. We're live. We're deciding to call these our weekly whiteboards with the intent of doing them weekly. And basically it's just me and a whiteboard and your comments, your questions, live Q&As, and just kind of my thoughts and opinions on things. So Memphis Best Products, we're really stoked to be going live right now. Before we start getting questions coming in, Grant, our Chief Marketing Officer over here, will help me out with that as we get questions in. We got Rich as well in here with me, so they're helping me out on this live session. But yeah, one thing I definitely wanted to start discussing right now, just kind of my thoughts for the week, is decide what you want. Is kind of what I've been just trying to really go over this year, especially because we're just on a new decade, right? It's 2020. We're at a new decade starting right now. Like, in the 20s, the roaring 20s. And so when this year hit me, I just really thought, like, man, where am I going in my life? What am I doing? How am I doing it? And where do I want to go? So, and I just have so many ideas and thoughts and goals and ambitions, which I'm sure a lot of you do, and options and opportunities out there. And so I just really wanted to really decide what I want. And as you know, it's kind of ambiguous and things like that. But here are kind of my thoughts. Kind of my word for this year is, it's two of them, but intentional and purposeful. Those are kind of the two words that I'm thinking of focusing on right now for 2020. And it's on deciding what you want. So one thing that I think you need to do to really decide what you want, I want to make a really good decision. So what I think the main thing you want to do is just really search out what you want. Figure out yourself. So have an awareness, of yourself. Okay, where you are, what your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats are, and really analyze yourself. Write those things down. Be brutally honest with yourself on your weaknesses, what your threats are, and all of those things, and kind of just write those things down, what you have going for you. Then what I think would be the other thing is to ask others. Ask others, those things, and have them help you out. Because there's a lot of times where I just tend to overlook what I miss out on and overlook how good I am at something or how bad I am at something and what I'm lacking. Then I would think next would just find people that are at where you want to be. So talk to others ahead of you. Okay, so applying this, of course, to real estate investing, turnkey real estate investing is mainly what we do when we help people out here, is help people buy rental properties, basically just achieve their financial freedom. I'm sure a lot of people want financial independence, want to retire early, want to have a better alternative investment to the stock market, perhaps create, a purposeful life of, have generational wealth, helping your kids, helping other people, philanthropy, whatever it is. I'm sure your aspirations, maybe some of that or not, that's fine. But if they are, talking to others ahead of you and figuring out where they're at. And then also finding strategic partnerships. Employees, friends, colleagues, groups. That's what I think is really important. I have not gone where I am without some people ahead of me, some coaches, some mentors. They're not official. They're just people I hang out with. My business partners right now, Jim Reed, he's been in real estate for over 40 years. So I'm working with him. But then I also strategize with other investors to hear what they're doing and things like that. So have strategic partnerships and mentors, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so then, what I've been really trying to do this year is write down and also get a vision of what I want. So you need to write down your vision. Okay, so that can be in many ways. I mean, mine's all pertaining to financially, but I'll go into that. But I did it personally, professionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, socially, emotionally, where I want to be. And so writing down in those different categories of life, I like to try to excel in all of those areas. But from a financial standpoint, of course, like write down what your buy box is. So, for example, I'm going to buy a turnkey property in Memphis, Tennessee, or Cleveland, or Birmingham, or somewhere in the Midwest, and my buy box is, a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath or 2 bath, 1,200 to 1,400 square feet, and kind of just write down those parameters. Put your little parameters in that box, so that way when a deal comes up and you got it, you've hit something good, with a return, with some sort of ratios on there, and that helps you act logically instead of emotionally as well. Okay, so set your buy box, set your number, of course, set your number of houses, your number of cash flow you want to add. I'm going to buy 2 or 3 more houses this year, or 1. I'm going to build up to 40 grand in my bank account first, then invest it, whatever it is. Set those goals for yourself. Okay, write down your vision, set your goals. So this is helping you be deciding on what you want. And then, of course, I think what the biggest thing here is after that is to act. And one thing that really helps me act is I've told other people, these partnerships, my spouse, other people, I act and I hold myself accountable. Okay, so those are kind of the ways to go about it. Comments, questions, anything? No? Okay. Still hanging out. Cool. Yeah, so those are my ways on deciding what you want, how to go from there and all of that. What other type of topics do we got for today? Yes. Okay. See where others have been. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, sorry, going off on this, those ahead of you is you just want to work backwards from them. Work backwards. So if someone got somewhere, they're at 100 houses, 100 doors, figure out what they did to get there. I mean, they had to start at 50 somewhere. They had to start at 10. They had to start their first one. So you yourself just kind of go from there and act from there backwards. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts for this week. Deciding what you want for 2020, living purposeful and intentional, being aware of yourself, asking others. Talk to others ahead of you, have strategic partnerships and mentors, write down your vision, and act and be accountable to others. And, definitely probably keep in touch, report back, and get feedback as you learn. Then keep going from there is to track your progress. Okay, track your progress. What has helped me so much stay motivated is tracking my net worth, tracking my number of doors, and seeing where I was back in 2015, I believe was when I started tracking this, and, seeing the ups and downs, but, mainly just tracking your progress on where you've been, and also having data points inside of there, like why this went up, why I went down here in my progress over time, and adjusting from there. Okay, so tracking your progress, which leads to analyzing results. Results and improve from there. So yeah, those are the basic 2020, deciding what you want, living intentional, living purposeful. I think this really helps you out in all aspects of your life. And what I see a lot of people is that they have achieved this. Maybe not financially, maybe not business-wise, but I know someone and everyone has a specific area of their life where they have achieved something great, and it's usually through some sort of progress and path like this, or if it isn't, this way helps you out a lot better on analyzing these other ways of how you're doing, meeting up with others and partnerships and other things like that, tracking your progress. All right, well, that's my weekly whiteboard for you guys. Thank you so much for checking us out. I'm sure you'll be seeing this later and have some comments. I'll be responding to you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be coming out with great stuff for you so you can get updates on when we're going live and the other new videos we have going out. Thank you so much.